Hey guys, Mosa here, and today I'm bringing you my Week 4 Monday Night Football prediction between the Detroit Lions and the Seattle Seahawks. Now, without a further ado, let's get started. Now, let's kick it off with the injury report, starting with center Frank Ragnow, who is out with a pectoral injury, and cornerback Ennis Rakestraw Jr. with a hamstring injury. He's questionable for the game. Otherwise, every other player is most likely to play, and that is defensive back Brian Branch with a concussion, long snapper Hogan Hatton with a shoulder injury, tight end Sam Laporta with an ankle injury, defensive lineman Aleem McNeil with a shoulder injury, Levi Onwuzurike with a knee injury, and Dan Skipper with a rib injury. Now, when it comes down to it, I already said most likely all of those players will play. When it comes to Ennis Rakestraw Jr., the rookie corner, I'm going to say, yeah, he's probably also going to play. I think that it's not really much of a hamper, although it is due to the fact that they've got few injured players and they lost their starting center. That's going to be real tough going up against the Seattle defense, now having the backup center in. But in the end, I think that they'll be doing just fine, even though they got a few injuries. Now, moving on to the offense of the Detroit Lions, we got quarterback Jared Goff, running back David Montgomery, receivers Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, and Tim Patrick. Tight end Sam Laporta, left tackle Taylor Decker, left guard Graham Glasgow, center Michael Neese, right guard Kevin Zeitler, and right tackle Penei Sewell. When it comes down to this offense, I'm more worried. Like I said, Frank Ragnow no longer being there. He's out with an injury, pectoral injury. In the end, I'm worried about Michael Neese. How is he going to perform against that nose tackle Seattle has? I'm not remembering his name right now. I think it's Jonathan Hankins, if I'm not mistaken. Having him right there at nose tackle, that might be a tough time for the Detroit Lions center. But regardless of that, you got running backs David Montgomery and Jamar Gibbs. You got receivers like Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams. And you got a tight end like Sam Laporta. They're going to be fine in the pass and run game. Real questions are on that center position. Now, on to the defense of the Detroit Lions, starting with defensive ends Aiden Hutchinson and Josh Pascal. Defensive tackles Aleem McNeil and DJ Reader. Weak side linebacker Jack Campbell. Strong side linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez. And Alex Anzalone in the inside linebacker position. Cornerbacks Carlton Davis, Terrion Arnold, and the nickelback being Amik Robertson, Herbie Joseph, free safety, and then we get strong safety Brian Branch. And if he cannot go, Lauren Strickland will take over. In the end, I think that this defense will give Geno Smith some trouble. Seattle's offense has been pretty good, but it also has been pretty bad at protecting the runners and Geno Smith at times. So I expect a lot of Aiden Hutchinson in Geno Smith's face. And honestly, maybe a blitz from either Campbell or Rodriguez, or even a nickel blitz or a free safety blitz. In the end, it's going to be a tough time for the Seattle offense. Now, on to the players on the injury report for Seattle. We got the players who are out. Linebacker Boye Mafe with a knee injury. Defensive tackle Byron Murphy with a hamstring injury. Defensive end Leonard Williams with a rib injury. And linebacker Uchenna Nwosu with a knee injury. Questionable, we got Jerome Baker with a hamstring injury. Everyone else is most likely going to play, which consists of guard Anthony Bradford with a knee injury, tight end Noah Fant with a toe injury, running back Kenneth Walker III with an oblique injury, the guard Laken Tomlinson with an ankle injury, Farrell Brown, tight end with a foot injury. We also got linebacker Derek Hall with a hip injury, wide receiver Tyler Lockett with a thigh injury, Jonathan Hankins with a calf injury, wide receivers Jake Bobo and DK Metcalf with a knee and hand injury, respectively. Tight end Brady Russell with a shoulder injury. Running back Kenny McIntosh with a hand injury. And Terrell Dotson with a shoulder injury. Same goes for Kevon Wallace with a shoulder injury, the safety. When it comes to this, Seattle's honestly very limited today. They're going to suffer heavily. Like their injury is so massive, and I know most players are coming in and they're gonna go play. But even so, I still worry about how Seattle will perform, how many players will be injured in this game because I believe that we're going to be seeing some re-injuries, which is not something I want, but I feel like it's going to happen. In the end, Seattle's going to have a tough time. Now on to the offense of the Seattle Seahawks, starting with quarterback Geno Smith, running back Kenneth Walker, receivers DK Metcalf, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and Tyler Lockett, tight end Noah Fant, left tackle Charles Cross, Laken Tomlinson at left guard, center Connor Williams, right guard Anthony Bradford, and right tackle Stone Forsythe. When it comes to this offense, I think that the offensive line will be tricky. I think Aiden Hutchinson is going to come in heavily on that offensive line, specifically on the side of Stone Forsythe and Anthony Bradford. But in the end, as long as we can find Jackson Smith and Jigba and DK, I think we're all good. Kenneth Walker, get him the holes and get him to run 40 to 50 yards, and potentially even a 100-yard game, getting a few touchdowns and winning this game. In the end, it's very difficult. It's a very uphill battle for Seattle. Now on to the Seattle Seahawks defense. Starting with defensive ends Jaron Reed and Mike Morris. Jonathan Hankins will be the nose tackle. Weak side linebacker Derek Hall with strong side linebacker Draymond Jones. Inside linebackers are Terrell Dotson and Jerome Baker, but if Baker cannot go, rookie Trice Knight will come in. Tariq Woolen and Trey Brown at corner with Devin Witherspoon at nickel. Then we get safeties Julian Love and Rayshawn Jenkins. This defense has not been pretty good, and I'm not liking how the defense is performing. I love how Julian Love has been covering in the backfield, and specifically in the secondary. But when it comes to Rayshawn Jenkins, I have a little bit of an issue with him. He has been failing a little bit, and the injuries is just going to make it even worse. So hopefully Seattle has it today, but to be honest, I'm not that hopeful due to this defense at Seattle's, because most of their players that are out are actually defensive players. So realistically, the chances of winning have gone down a lot for Seattle. Now, what conclusion I give to this game is I think Seattle's going to lose this 26-24. I think the defenses are going to be out of this game. We're going to get a few sacks from Aiden Hutchinson, but the offense of the Seattle Seahawks are going to score, but just not enough. I think Jared Goff and the Lions will come out with the win. And to be honest, I wouldn't really blame Seattle much because, to be honest, so many injuries. And realistically, Seattle's best players will be out for this game. And in the end, the Detroit Lions, I will give you your kudos because I think that you're going to win. But hopefully, in my opinion, I hope you lose. Now, that was it for this video. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Who do you think is going to win, Detroit or Seattle? Tell me down in the comments below. Now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe, and hit the notification if you want more videos. And I'll see you guys next time.